Let me see. Oh, here we go. Adolf Andersen from Greece, 2092. Okay, this should be within my hit range. Okay, gonna play a French. He says, hi Tom, hi. Another person asking me if I'm broadcasting. Yep, so yeah, Adolf Andersen, you are live on Hack Attack. And if you're not watching, which I assume you're not, you'll never have a better chance to beat me. Because currently not playing my best. But okay, this is one of my favourite variations, the Armenian variation of the French winnower. I used to play this for a number of years. I know quite a lot of tricks, and hopefully can find some way to trick my opponent in the opening and get quite a nice position. So let's have a look. So he takes off on d4. That's already a little bit unusual. I'll just castle here. Now that I've castled, I was starting to play bishop b6 because I'm not so worried about the knight coming into d6 any longer. Bishop d2. Okay, that's to stop queen c3. Do I have time for some counterplay with queen b6 or with f6 here? Definitely feel like I should be able to do something aggressive. Knight c6, he's going to play knight d5 and then in. Can I go f6 and then e5, give up some material and have some fun? Well, I did say I was going to just sacrifice, but it might be terrible. f6 takes, e5, takes on g7, king takes, queen takes, knight back to e2. Oh, well, let's just play it. He's saying, can I watch the show so I can see your thoughts? I wouldn't really advise that that he watches the stream. I mean, there is a delay, so otherwise I'm just going to start suggesting terrible moves for my opponent to play and hope that he goes for it. Okay, we're going to go for this sacrifice. I am fairly certain that based on what we've had so far, it's going to prove to be unsound. But maybe, just maybe, I can find some way for my opponent to get confused enough. Is it worth me going rook e8 here, going opposite his king? I think I do want to take this off. Okay, I've slightly compromised my king's safety over here. So hopefully my attack is going to come fast and strong. But I think if I was looking at this with completely objective eyes, I would say black doesn't really have compensation for a pawn. But I don't know. Where's the really aggressive attacking move here? Okay, we're just going to take this off. Let's take back the pawn. Because one idea here is maybe I can put the queen on b6 and stop his king from going kingside. Or do I play knight g4 here? Knight g4 looks fun. And we're basically contractually obliged to play fun moves on Hack Attack. That is the get out clause for, you know, whenever I'm losing, it's because I've been forced to play ridiculous fun moves. But okay. Now, the problem in my position here is I'm not really using the rook on a8 or the knight on b8. So my attacks are kind of destined to not lead to direct wins because of that. Is my queen getting trapped here after bishop c3 check and bishop d4? It looks like the answer is going to be yes. There goes my queen, I suppose. Don't play bishop d4, man. Please. I mean, if I say pretty please, don't play bishop d4. Oh, is he just trying to mate me? Does this work? Okay, well, he didn't take my queen. I can only think that that's a good thing from my point of view. What have I got? 54 seconds against a minute 24. I mean, I haven't been mated yet. And at the moment I am a rook up, despite my intentions to sacrifice as much material as possible. Okay, queen goes there. I need my queen back in defense. I assume I need my queen back in defense? Okay, let's go here. Oh,
knight up would be fine.
John, I think John's for once talking ridiculous stuff.
What? Knight c6 covered everything.
No.
Oh well.
No, I think, yeah, John might be overstepping his analysis levels here. But whereas here, I don't think I'm getting mated. I mean, my king has no squares. But this is why I was bringing the queen back to try and blockade. I don't know. G4 I can take en passant. En passant saving me from being mated feels slightly tenuous. But, okay, my opponent's thinking is down to 35 seconds. I've got 38. Don't forget, guys, if you run out of time, then that's it. Okay. Where's the finish? If queen g6, he goes g4. That's fantastic. But can I play rook takes? So that my bishop covers g4? Possibly. If queen h7, I'm still blockading. His rook is still not in the game. Queen here. I think I've survived. Yeah, I've survived. And 17 seconds against 22. Okay, what have we got? An extra rook and a piece. I think we're going to win a game of chess. This is ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous that it's ridiculous, but it's going to be mate in a second. Oh, and he's resigned. It's a shame. It was going to end with king here, and I was going to play the slightly cheeky rook f1, hitting the rook on a1. And then after rook takes f1, rook h8, checkmate. Or mate after bishop h6. We're gonna go back to what John was talking about as a ridiculous person, obviously. Just gonna say 1 sec to my opponent. He was suggesting knight to c6 in this position.
I was looking at all the squares that he could check you on. That covers everything, and his queen can't come in. Why is that bad?
Well, I mean, possibly.
I thought that's just great.
What I was worried about is the fact that my queen's completely trapped here. But I suppose you've covered bishop d4. I mean, maybe this is playable. But there's also b5 is very annoying against this, for example. I don't know. It's a very tough position. Okay, we're going to go into a rematch. Going to see if I can win this series 2-0. And then John will be stepping in. Okay, let's go e4. And here. Okay, yeah, 2b3 has always been one of my favourite hack attack openings. Because the bishop on b2 places itself on an excellent attacking diagonal. Assuming that is that black ends up castling on the king side. Just waiting to see what my opponent's plan is here. Bishop g4, okay, h3. Always want the possibility of being able to go g4. Right, let's just play it. Just, in general, if I think less, play more aggressively, then even if I don't play well, then maybe I'll have more fun. Let's see how this goes. I quite like knight a3 now, actually. The idea of bringing this knight to c4. Yeah, this is quite an interesting little opening. Obviously, I've not put pawns in the centre, but I'm sure that's just something players over 2700 are interested in. It's not for the likes of me. Oh, did I make that move slightly too quickly? It's ever so slightly possible that I did. But that's fine. We can just somehow pretend that it was my intention to give up material in any case. There's no way that this couldn't be sound, correct, guys? On a serious note, I definitely have some compensation here. Now, if I play knight takes e5, then queen e4 is annoying, but I can go king f2. It's amazing how this almost feels normal now in this series of games. I've kind of got used to my king wandering around the middle of the board. 4, 5, 3, 6. Okay, I'm a pawn down with the two bishops. Assuming nothing horrendous is immediately happening to my king, then maybe we can make something work here. Okay. Well, I mean, I could win material with knight f7, but what kind of attitude is that? I really don't want to swap queens off, but it's so the right decision to actually do it. Where do I want my king? Kind of lacking good squares again. Oh, this knight e3 check. I mean, maybe that isn't such a big deal, but I just kind of wish I was noticing this before he actually played the move. Or I mean, before I played my move. Yeah. Okay. Well, who needs a queen? I mean, I still have quite a nice lead in something. Activity? Maybe this is going to turn out to be a really good sacrifice, I don't know. I mean, rooks love open files, but even more than open files, they like the 7th rank. Now, if I could get another rook to the 7th rank, this would go from being like interesting to probably just pretty damn strong. Oh, but rook's coming to f8. I don't see a way of making this work. Because simply bishop f6 is going to hold things together here. Okay, take this off. What now? So simply going to have to take this off. Might have to do a little bit of defending here. Okay. Right, I really need to put this knight on c4 so that I'm not dropping any pieces. If I can somehow make the... If I can somehow make the a-pawn compensation, but as well as having a pretty bad position, I'm also quite a long way down on the clock. Okay, time to bring the knight across. I need to just push the pawn for compensation. See if I can somehow pull a rabbit out of the hat here. But I don't think so. Yeah, I can safely resign now. I'll let him go queen g2 check. Okay, well, that was a nice game. Definitely time to take a short break.